It says fight at the very end.
Is that the feet one?
No.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you got the Jerry one.
Gabe, I know he got the feet one. He got it equipped.
You're a fucking demon for that stuff, bro.
Yeah, you freak. You freak.
And now there's none. Thanks, guys.
What if
It's like when you had to change your name off of FF.
what if instead of you Stiv, he was Freak Stiv and he liked Jerry's toes? He's sucking on Jerry's toes. Alright, well, recording started. So
Want me to do an intro, or do you just kind of
yeah, you can do
skipping
the
over
intro.
intros?
You do the intro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Work in Progress. Um, which episode is this, Justin?
Let me see. I gotta go to the videos because it's.
That was like a Bob Ross ass intro.
Thank you.
Like such a calm voice.
Episode
Hello, everyone.
7.
Welcome back.
Such a calm and soothing intro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I get to go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Benny, and I'm joined by
I see.
some of my friends. Got Caleb. Say hi, Caleb.
Hi. I cast this
Yeah.
high too.
See, that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
We also got Gabe.
Hi. It's
Got
me.
Justin.
Hello, I would normally be hosting, but I got some things to deal with today, so I won't be here for a decent
I'm
amount.
subbing in best I can. And last but certainly not least, we got Roman.
Hello.
What's up, Roman?
Everyone's
Wait.
taking bows.
Hi, Caleb.
Everyone's shaking
Hi.
hands.
I'm things.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How's everyone doing today?
You know what? I'm all right. I am freaking dandy.
That's good.
I'm doing good. I had a dental cleaning, and that shit hurt.
I haven't had a dental cleaning in a minute, but I usually enjoy them.
They do this shit where
You
they
enjoy them?
they like blast the old teeth and shit with water.
Well, I don't mind it, but it's like something when it gets like really close to my gums. Like my gums, I wouldn't say they're sensitive, but like I don't know.
Just make you wince a little.
Yeah, I'm like I just don't like having that shit being like so close to my gums.
I get that.
Yeah.
I the way I calm myself down is like this is a medical professional. Well, is dentistry medical? Either way, they're professional, so they know what they're doing. So I literally could not be in a better position. You know.
Yeah.
And someone who goes to the dentist regularly for like Invisalign, and they got fucking. It sounds like they're sawing shit in there. Okay. And
It does. I would say the sounds are one of the scariest part.
it always sounds like a
Dude,
construction
I'm
site, and
like,
I'm like, well, bro, what's going on?
you know, I've had the thought of like being a dick if like I were to see a kid going to the dentist like come in as I'm going back there. I've been tempted just to start screaming.
Taking your
Ah!
emergency red food dye.
Yeah.
Emergency red food dye and fake teeth and wads of like fucking chewed up bubble gum and spitting them onto the floor in front of the kid and then collapsing.
And like holding my mouth to like, oh my god, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna look
You
at the kid.
should.
I'm gonna be
And
like,
then
don't go
fucking
back there.
like Andy and Chase running with a stretcher and carry you out of there.
You should get a bunch of fake teeth and start spilling them everywhere.
No, I
Dropping
should,
them.
you know, you seen those videos where people pretend to like to break their jaw or something by chewing on raw pasta? Like
Oh my
fucking
god.
just do that. Like in front of the kid, like it hurts.
I
And then like
guarantee the
fucking
kid would
crunch on it.
like go into like if the dentist approached him, the kid would actually go into fight or flight and start fighting.
That's fucking funny.
You would forever turn the kid against dentist.
Dude.
That would be really funny, but also be like maybe the most evil thing you could do.
High key satanic shit.
Oh, dude. You know what? You gotta teach him. What's the
Excuse
lesson?
me. I
Nothing.
got an evil cough this well for the past 2 weeks I've had an evil cough.
Mhm.
So I might be hacking up my lungs as discussing stuff.
What the hell are you doing?
But the list of topics we have today has to do with stuff like procrastination as well as kind of the creative flow, as in like highs and lows when being a creative, like burnout and that type of stuff. Which
Mhm.
I'm actually keen to talk about this because I'm going through that right now. Um, I've been having a rough 2 weeks when it comes to art. Just not able to really put down anything that I feel compelled to like stick with or work on. And I know we all have those moments of like kind of feeling like you've lost the sauce. And I guess we could start there by like, how do you guys kind of navigate through that?
Um, I can go first, and no one else has an answer. I think
Nope.
for me, the best way I usually go about it, it's like I take I'm willing to take the break. Like I don't force myself to do it, and it's I let it come naturally, but also to kind of boost that wanting to crave it naturally. I start watching like for me in terms of writing, I start watching like I guess a lot of animatics, which makes it sound cringe, but it's more just like I
That's
watch
valid.
people animate like their D&D stories, and like I see, it looks so cool and shit, and it's always D&D that usually motivates me. And I go to D&D animatics, and it's seeing like people tell this story, and especially knowing it's all role play. I'm like, okay, I want to do something just as good, and it might give me an idea for something I want to do in my story. Like the whole Felinar. There's a scene I have with Felinar where it's like I want her to essentially get back after just literally being fucking stabbed and on the brink of death, and she gets back up, and it's just pure motivation and determination. She's like, I'm gonna win. I can beat you. And I took that a little inspo from like Demon Slayer with fucking Tengen.
I like that. No, that's totally valid. Just looking for inspiration to see if that kind of kickstarts anything.
Yeah, it's you gotta just let it come naturally. I feel if you force it, you're not gonna have quality. Or maybe
Yeah,
not
that's
quality, but just something you may not be happy with later when like looking back at it.
that's pretty similar to how I've gone about it. When I've talked to Yash about like because she's asked me like how I deal with burnout, and it is
Mhm.
kind of sense of yeah, it's almost like it's kind of like exercise. If your body's not willing to like physically exhaust itself, I mean, it's the same for your mental thing. That just means it's time to kind of take a break, and maybe during this downtime, look to things that could inspire you. So when you get back to the swing of things, I guess you're ready.
Mhm.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just a matter of I think like a lot of artists go through this, like a lot more traditional artists go through this where when they struggle to find a motivation, I've seen a lot of, old school artists, they just say they go out to the park and then they just take inspiration from their scenery.
Sometimes doing new stuff kind of is what you need, because I mean, I'm a bed rotter, so I fucking go to work and then go home and then sit on my computer or in my bed. But it's like if you like do new stuff to freshen up your day, keep it different, then it kind of
Mhm.
not only kind of betters your mood, but also probably just give you more time to really think and just kind of get you in the groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Um, One thing I woke up a little later today because I was up kind of late these past 2 days. But I one thing I like to do is when waking up early, I like to kind of spend the first half of my day doing chores and stuff. And so when I finally sit down and start talking with you guys, whether it be for work in progress or just in like a regular H2O call, I feel much more like, well, I've got nothing to do, so I can sit down and kind of occupy myself with like a hobby, like again, like playing a game or drawing. It feels a lot more earned. If that like obviously I know I don't have to earn that, but it helps me like knowing that I've got nothing I got to work on that I could be working on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, good thing to start. I know I stopped for a while, but I think like a few months ago, every day off I had, I was like, all right, I'm gonna wake up early and I'm gonna like, practice playing guitar and then I'll do my dishes and then I'll do a bunch of other stuff and then I think we would also have streams those days. So I kind of have a little agenda.
That's good.
I haven't kept up to it though.
That's that's another thing. It's like and like that's I guess we could also kind of go into that. It's because there's a thing about finding and then keeping motivation.
Mhm.
Because that is, I totally understand the idea of, oh, you say that you want to do something and you kind of talk about it and it doesn't get done. And that's like an anomaly, because I've noticed that happens a lot, where it's, yeah, you kind of say, you make a plan and it's really hard for you to actually like get yourself to commit to it.
Mhm.
Um, I've seen things where people say that it's because if you talk about it, you get people excited about it, and that kind of is like, that makes you feel good, so you kind of just end it there. That's like the end of that little. I don't know what the word is, but you get like an instant gratification, but just by saying that you're gonna do something, that people are like, oh, little round of applause type thing, and then you're like, cool, and you never get to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But in that case where you say you just kind of, it's your own personal goals, it's like, well, how do you break that habit of like, or how do you maintain that momentum?
Yeah, because I think for like a thing that I was working on, uh, I told you before the stream started, but I made a little animatic for a song that I like, and I wanted to. I didn't think
Yeah.
to keep it long at all. Like I wasn't gonna really fully finish it, but I wanted to at least finish it enough to a certain point before I actually shared anything. Because I mean, if I didn't share it, or if I did share it before, then I probably would have been less inclined to actually finish it.
Yeah, that's absolutely like something that I have a lot of stuff like that too, where I um I have stuff that I want to work on. I share with maybe a few people, but for the most part, I kind of keep under wraps, because I know if I start talking about it on a bigger scale and people show interest, that kind of gets me like excited, and yeah, you kind of pat yourself on the back a little preemptively.
Mhm. And it's funny to like kind of lean into procrastination too. Like this idea I had in my head for like 2 to 3 months, and then I just did it in like a night.
Oh wow, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Damn, did you pump that out?
I tried. I think it was like a day off, and I'm like, you know what? I need to fucking do something. And then I opened up Flash with a day student account, and then I was just like, I know Flash well enough. I could make something because I also did a trial of Toon Boom, and I'm like, this is too confusing.
Mhm.
But this is purely just like a demo that I wanted to make just to get the at least the thought out of my head.
I like that. I mean, honestly, I need to do that more, where it's just kind of getting a proof of concept, and I have an idea, and I don't know if I'm ever going to fully finish it. Instead of letting that idea just kind of sit on the side, maybe just throwing it together so I have some physical representation of that idea down.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's a really good not hobby, fucking really good what's the word I'm looking for? Fucking
Habit?
it's a good yeah, good habit. It's a good habit to get into, especially like for making shit. Because um and I was trying to get into a writing mood earlier, so I organized all my fucking docs, unfinished docs, and I'm like, all right, anything that has any cool ideas, I'll keep in a folder, and anything that I want to continue to add on to and make it finalize, I put into a separate folder. So I didn't really delete all the old shit, but I preserved it in a way where it's like I'm not gonna finish it. I'll just fucking take from it.
Yeah, it's out of the way, but not gone.
Yeah. And I was looking at all your guys' stocks for inspiration too.
Fine. I appreciate that.
I also just have like a fucking hard time focusing up as well. So I put on like fucking I literally looked up like ADHD music and then I
These
just I
streams
just started
honestly help me a
reading.
lot when it comes to maintaining focus.
I think
Mhm.
for me, writing and talking, not so much, but I mean, I like talking.
I like chitting and chatting.
Also, hi Yosh.
Hey,
Hello,
Josh.
Yosh.
I
Yosh
like
said
video
that she
essays
is,
too.
yeah, she said she's a video essay girly.
I like honestly, I need to get more into having, because most of the stuff I have on the background when I work is music, you guys, or videos that I've already watched a million times.
Mhm.
That's me. That's me with fucking Family Guy episodes.
Honestly, it's valid.
Family Guy episodes are like watching Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh my god, I should try watching Kitchen. No, because I don't want to look at like the fucking plates of mold that Gordon's being served. That's one of the things that's a little too distracting to me. Yeah, the episode has started. Yosh.
It's kind of it's definitely like a background show, but I could get absorbed into it.
Yeah.
There's this guy I used to watch all the time called Mr. Ballin, where he just tells a bunch of horror stories, scary stories, and it's just him in front of a green screen, so you don't really need to look at it. But
I
it's
like that.
yeah, no, it's pretty good. Then I was watching. Actually, no, this is just something I wanted to watch for inspiration, but I was watching gameplay of Valhalla for Night Market,
So let's
Mhm.
market.
which I wanted to. That's another thing with me, with actually getting shit out and goes into procrastination is I want to work on too many things at once. Because yesterday I told myself I was going to work on the style guide, and then I'm like, well, maybe I want to do some writing for Constellation Orion. And then as I started like writing or reading the doc, I was like, maybe I should like make a logo first. So
No,
it
I
kind
total.
of
I get
it kind of
when you're
spirals
in
in a
these
way.
early stages. When you're in these early stages of wanting to make something, you kind of are like, oh, I have some stuff that I technically need. Yeah, you need a logo, you need a plot, you need a character, you need refs of those characters. But then it's like, well, which do I need the most? Oh, like, kind of get caught up on that type of stuff.
Yeah. It's hard and that kind of that fucks me up a lot, honestly. To the point where like this I think of too many things I want to do and then I just don't end up doing any of it.
What actually really does help me is this is something that Trigger kind of like tipped me off to doing, and that's using the like the little sticky notes app that's on Windows. And I have like 4 types of sticky notes. Um and the different lists of to-do lists. Like I have one that's for character design to-dos I'm eventually gonna get to, for illustrations ideas that I have, just so I don't ever lose them. Let me get all show all
You know,
notes.
is that a thing you gotta download?
And then no, it should just be on Windows.
Hmm.
Something about this knee doesn't look right. Oh, this leg just doesn't look good.
Why does
But
Sticky Notes have a 3.9? What's so bad about it?
I don't know, man. Why does anything? I mean, honestly, why does any app that just functions perfect, like exactly like as it's advertised, why does it have anything other than a 5?
You know, it's like it doesn't work. Like
Like
you just
I understand like a piece of media, but an app does one of two things: works or it doesn't.
pretty
It's
much.
either a 1 star or 5 stars.
It's like I won't. God, it doesn't work. I can't follow it.
I
Almost just
I don't understand, bro.
Yeah,
When
it's
I
like
when I had I the first time I ever used the app, I had to learn how to fucking create a new note, and like it's like the learning curve of like a new app is like maybe half an hour at most. That
okay.
enough
yeah,
to make it a 3 star app instead of a 5 star? I don't think so.
dude. I'm reading a review on it. It's 1 star, only red. The app only writes in red, not black.
Like, dog, does anyone on Earth, including you, care?
Who cares? Okay. Also, all of these are just bots.
Uh, is it an app? It should just be. It might have just been on the start menu for me, like just sticky notes.
Maybe I had to
IDK.
download it.
But yeah, doing that and just having like a physical, like, well, I mean, it's digital. Having like a physical thing to look at of things that you like to do, and having them sectioned off kind of helps. So you could have one for Constellation Orion stuff, one for Night Market stuff, one for random stuff. I had another one where it was like a list of like it's even just stuff I just like would like to work towards buying, and so I made like a little budget, like my second monitor. I think it was like not a new headset, stuff like that, where it was me like budgeting out and listing like a little shopping list for stuff I'd like to get. And honestly, I might start putting together a new one. Just be like, okay, well, what's some stuff I'd like to get? Then I have, I think, reminding me to back up my art and all that. It's like that's honestly another great way to kind of just keep yourself organized and motivated is by just leaving reminders for yourself. And because they're on my desktop, every time I turn on my computer, they're right there for me, so I can look over and be like, oh yeah, I can work on that.
That is true.
Oh
Thank you.
shit! What's up,
Hi,
Kevin?
Kevin.
I am here. Is Yashi literate right now? Is that why she's text speaking? Or
Yeah.
I mean, in e-vocal.
What do y'all think of the notion you should just be able to remember things? I mean, I should just be able to remember things, but I can't. So I gotta figure out ways
Everything
to remember things.
I
everything
sometimes
slips people's minds. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
almost
It's
impossible to remember every single little thing about every bit of your series. And it kind of sucks when people hold you to that expectation because you may forget something. And then when people point it out, it's like it indulges in self-doubt to the creator.
like self-doubt's a killer when it comes to this, because it's for me one of those things is a lot of like imposter syndrome comes up a lot where I'll be like looking at stuff and um it's kind of one of those things where it's when I'm in my artistic highs, it's inspiration. When I'm in my artistic lows, it's oh, I'm not good enough because I can't even draw anything right now, and I want to draw like this, and I can't.
Hmm.
Like the way I would like even like look at art changes based on those highs and lows.
What the fuck did I miss? What I
We're just
miss?
Uh,
gonna talk about art blocks
yeah,
and
we're going
just
through the
artist
topics.
struggles.
Oh, sorry, it's art block. I don't know what the fuck to talk about for art block. That shit just happened, and then it stops happening.
Well, we're kind of talking about like what do you do? Like we were talking about like when you're doing art block, like how do you what
Rest
do you do
or
during your
power through?
lows? What we're
I
saying is it's kind of like those since they're kind of break periods mentally and physically for you as a creator. It kind of is just I'll let yourself have that time to relax and maybe look to resources, so that way you have things to be inspired or to study when you're back in like the flow. Kind of set yourself up for success during your downtime.
I just hate drawing.
I think it's a waste of time. I think every artist should be killed.
Me too. I've been seeing. Have you been hearing about Look Back?
Yeah, I was gonna go, but then I was broke, and fucking it's only 52 minutes. I was like, I don't know if I want to drive all the way to the theater for just 52 minutes.
I'm gonna wait till it I don't know, it's
Release
just
this digitally.
yeah, but I
Wait, which
hear
movie?
it Look Back by Fujimoto.
I've not
It's
heard of this.
it's
That's the creator's Chainsaw Man.
yep. It's one of his one shots that got it was made into a movie.
Is it really good from what I've heard? I've known about it for a minute because my brother's
Appar-
been told me about it, but he told me to wait for the movie.
yeah, apparently it's been changing a lot of people's I guess giving a lot of people hope for
Waking up.
drawing,
Oh, it is.
but I've been seeing like people are like now seated and then they quote it like an hour later saying this is the most life-changing shit.
Me when my shit is blue.
I've seen a lot of people say that about Transformers One. Which I honestly I get it. You guys should go see it.
More like
I don't want
Transformers
to.
1. Do you think that's what it's called in Spanish?
Transformers Un.
Not Transformer 1.
I cannot believe the
think
Spanish
instead of
guy is
Megatron,
asking us.
do you think instead of Megatron his name's Mega Juan?
You know,
Do you think
Kevin,
instead of
I don't
Optimus
really
Prime his
care.
name is El Primo 5?
Not a Transformers fan. Should I still see it? Yeah, Josh. It's a new origin story. I was telling Gabe because he was asking me about oh, there's a lot of Transformers continuities. And I will say this about Transformers continuities, it's not very linear. You just kind of pick one and go. It's not like you're jumping around a million. It's easy as that. And this is the start of a new one, and so it doesn't really matter if you're a Transformers fan or not. It could be the movie that makes you one. You know?
Do you think instead of Bumblebee, it's called like Pan Bumblebee?
Yeah.
What the fuck, that Sonic Shock guy or whatever that you like?
What are you even saying?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I think everyone would.
I think
Watch this
everyone here
if
is scratching their heads.
I bet actually Justin knows what I'm saying. He's seen Dragon Ball.
This is not even here.
He's kind of here. See, Gabe, you would understand if you watch Dragon Ball.
I'm gonna fucking snap your neck.
Hey, you can play the story now through the fucking game you just bought.
Yeah, Justin bought it for me. Justin's my go. I'm gonna
Wait.
do dirty
I was saying, wait,
things.
we're on the screen, but no, we're recorded. You can say he's your threat goat. You can edit it
Imagine
out.
like introducing someone like to your parents. You're like, yeah, this is my throat goat.
Sorry, this is really mean, but it's like you notice how like fucking off top we've gotten the second Kevin joined.
Actually, the
No,
Transformers
I'm
was
actually.
still on
I'm
topic.
actually.
No, I'm actually.
The Transformers was still on topic.
How?
Technically,
No,
Gabe brought
you
it
were
off topic
saying
'cause
what
he
about
started
Bubble
questioning me.
Juan?
Yeah, because he talked
You're
about
talking
Transformers.
about Spanish Transformers and throat goats.
Oh, that threat goat is Gabe's fault. To be fair.
How is that my fault?
'Cause you started questioning me
Gabe
on the
literally
Spanish
did not say
Transformers.
that word at all. You are a choice of that word.
He implied it. He was just, he had Justin's mind, then he left it bling. Obviously, that's the
Nice.
point.
Stop.
And then he said Justin's my goat, and then you were like, you know what? That's okay. You can keep going. Okay. Well, this one.
Sorry, I just sat back
This
down.
next.
Is there something I have to cut out? What's up?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
just
We
about
were,
to
we were
say
making fun
Justin's
of
gonna.
Kevin because like, oh, it was so nice and organized, and now it's off topic because he's talking about fucking Spanish Transformers and throat
I was
goats.
just about to say too, like Justin's gonna rewatch this and be mad confused.
Check this shit
Kevin,
out. I
this
don't
drawing
get
goes hard, by the way.
look at this shit.
Why Caleb got a gut on him? Neither of these people like have this physique in real life.
Don't worry about it. Make this the thumbnail, Justin.
Sure. Send that to me.
We won't put that.
Um,
Get it. Oh, yeah,
this
yeah,
next
yeah.
one I'm actually pretty interested in, and it's like the topic of
Oh.
art highs and art you're most proud of. For me,
Okay.
an art high like that I had relatively recently was I think it was when it's older drawing now. It's from June, but it's the I'll also post this as one I'm still really proud of.
Oh, what the fuck is
Actually,
happening?
I'll post two of these
I think
because
Yosh
for
is
me an
left.
art high is maybe it's a sequence. Oh, Yash is gone.
I guess so.
I
Oh.
salute.
He said Ben started talking. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's actually evil. But I find at art highs, sometimes it's like, oh, okay, Ash is back. Let's go. I saved it. Sometimes art highs are they're like,
Ooh.
Every time you start again.
oh jeez,
Fucking
make
What
up
fuck,
your
is
goddamn
dude.
mind.
Me
Okay.
rolling up and down the window.
in
Okay,
my
continue.
experience in art high, it can be like when it's a period of time where you're just constantly pumping out drawings. But for me, I find it more so like an art high is like when you're kind of the process of one drawing just goes really well. And I think these two are examples for me. Oh, I should have put them in share stuff here, my bad. But they're in topics. Actually, I'll delete them and move them real quickly.
Yes.
Copy.
When I click over
And
to
I
this
don't know if.
channel and I have to see this skeleton.
I love
Oh, wait,
these
yeah,
too.
actually, maybe keep it in topics.
Fine, I'll get rid of it. I'll delete it.
No, but this goes so hard, man.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
remember
Thank you.
Yeah,
seeing
no,
these
these are
two when you
awesome.
released them.
these are two drawings where just I drew them at work, and it's the process of that was just really easy. Nightshade was a little tough because it was getting the pose right. I think the pose looks not as perfect as I would have liked, but when it came down to the lining and the coloring and the rendering, I just had a good time.
I like the
And
text, the fucking texture you put.
thank you. I love doing that. It's a part of a brush that I have for like retro sci-fi stuff, and it's like meant to be like that kind of feel that posters like retro sci-fi posters have, and I love it.
Yeah, the texture on both these is really good. I can never do like texturing right.
I think my favorite one that you've got right here is fucking the 21st century with Cody.
Yes.
I think that is like probably that and the one of I'm blanking on her name, but Blue and Gazer's kid.
Oh, Caroline. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Caroline off hanging like chilling on the motorcycle. That and this piece are probably my two favorite I've
that
seen
could
of
be a fun
yours.
redraw because I recently looked back on a bunch of old art, and it's really crazy seeing the juxtaposition, like the difference is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I think these two are probably up there for some of my favorite pieces I've done because they they kind of just feel like perfectly on brand for me. They feel like the type of art that I want people to see
Mhm.
when they click on. I mean, that's why 21st Century Man is pinned. It's like I feel like when people open my profile, that's kind of what I want them to see.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, back to the idea of just the artistic high. I think it's just the overall process of making these just was so ideal, you know? You have an idea, you put it down, you experiment, and then once you got the sketch all the way from that point until completion, it's like a smooth process.
Yeah, the sketch part's always the part that'll piss me off whenever it's not working out.
Exactly.
But then the rest of it's usually simple. It's very rare when the coloring or the line art's the part that's making me go like, fuck.
Yeah, no,
I'm-
I of times where like the coloring and the rendering aren't exactly what I had in mind, but I never get mad at them, you know? It's like, oh, I could just keep messing with it.
Yeah, like I
I think
never give up on
color.
annoying after I get past that.
I try to use coloring as a very experimental time to kind of see like how can I make this look cool or cooler than it can be.
That's what I try to
Because
do too.
I think someone told me like they said something about my art. I thought it was really mean at first, but they're like, I could tell you don't use fucking different like layer types, or you know what I mean, the color
Mhm.
layers. Someone said that about my art, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I
That
tried
is
using it, and I'm
that's a
like,
really
you know what?
condescending way to give that piece of advice.
It's a little bit, but and then I started drawing it, and I'm like, wait, no, this kind of goaded.
They are very goaded, but to go to someone be like, yeah, I could tell you don't use this technique that most artists use. It's like,
Yeah,
asshole. You could have just said
they
like, oh, your stuff is really strong. If you want to like experiment with layers, you could really elevate color and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're gonna critique someone, at least like put on your bow tie and be a little prim and proper and nice about it.
It worked.
Your art makes Hitler's look good. It's like that's evil.
That's a fucking
That's just like learn perspective.
that's
You don't want to
learn
be like
awful.
Hitler.
perspective, loser. And fucking they just drive off.
That's horrible. But I mean, honestly, when I think of art highs, I think of like busting out like a piece like like not I wouldn't say flawlessly, but like little to no distractions, kind of just like chugging through it and not having it look like shit. And I mean, honestly, last time I did that was during the grid collab that we were doing.
That good collab was fun. I do wish that because that's one thing for me where it's I feel like we could talk about the kind of process of that and how it didn't pan out because it's I think that's less of a thing of motivation and more a thing of distractions. You
Mhm.
know, um, obviously, like I know that it was one of those things where it was doing a lot of people being in OCTs, and I do still take fault for the fact that I think I
Never
personally
turned
did a
around.
really bad job hosting it. Um, the same time, it's a little frustrating to like communicate and then just have people like not get back to me or take a really long time to.
Well, honestly, I mean, I don't think you're bad at it. I mean, I think we had a little too many people, honestly, and a lot of people that were kind of like way off schedule and like had their own stuff going on. Because I know like sometimes people can like accept something and then realize that it's a little much work.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, if we kept it a little smaller, I think it would have panned out better. But I mean, from what I remember, you kept messaging people like it, try not to bother them and not spamming them, but letting them know that we had shit going. And then it just kind of, I mean, it's been like what, over a year, almost 2 years. And
Yeah, it's been a while.
yeah, I might just post them right now on Twitter.
You hadn't posted them yet? I just posted them
No,
as I
I
made them.
haven't posted mine either.
I've never posted them. I might post them all like right now.
This exact moment.
Because fucking, I mean, I worked on it. I'm like, fuck it. People can see it.
Exactly, you know? It's alright at this point for me, and like there's ways even Adrian, I drew him recently, and the way he looks now, like the way I would draw him now is completely different from how I drew him on the grid collab. I think it's a really fun, interesting retrospect, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing another grid collab because I do. It was fun when it like again we were hitting the highs.
Oh, I forgot we talked about because also Roman said he'd be down for like a smaller one. Maybe
Yeah,
just
and
like 18 hours.
I think we spoke about that the other day actually. But like, yeah, if it was just a little more contained with us, I think it would turn out pretty well.
By the way, for all the art pieces that you guys talk about, can you send them so I can edit in the video?
Yeah, I think I got all mine right here.
Alright.
Do you like my sword?
What my
Oh.
diamond sword? You guys are
Diamond,
assholes.
diamond sword
What?
like in Fortnite.
I actually okay. I have another thing that I'm pretty happy about. It's like this actually was an artistic high for me. This was like a day where I was like I was really hitting a stride, and it's character redesigns.
Hmm.
The Mawa one was the only one where I was like, oh, I was struggling with this. But once I got her done, I pumped out these other four pretty easily. And it was a lot of fun, honestly. I, I'm an idiot. I sent them to the wrong channel again.
It's fine. We'll use both of them. It's both part of topics. I do. These came out really good though.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Welcome.
I remember, Ben, I was looking at this little like updated character designs, and I don't know the character's name, but the character in the top right with the trident,
Yes,
I
Aqua.
Aqua, I remember looking at them and I was like, that is some of the coolest shit I have seen. It like I don't know how to describe it. It looks tribal, but also like ro robotic. Like I guess like a robot tribe.
I like that you say that because I know what you mean, and it's good because the inspiration for Aqua is the band Asia and the artwork for their albums. They do a
Mhm.
lot of like sci-fi landscapes. You see like weird alien creatures in alien environments, but not in a way that feels sci-fi. It feels like almost more science fantasy-ish, as in, yeah, it feels like
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. It
I'll
feels
send
science
a I'll
fantasy.
send some examples of it, but um, some of my favorite covers by them. Actually, I'll probably send just the one because this one is my favorite. Um, this album kicks ass, by the way. Yeah, I'll send it to the right, the right one now. But this type of stuff where it's like it feels science fantastical, and I really
Yes.
like that. And that's the fun thing about Aqua and also the other members of her crew, the Automaton, is all of them are named after Asia albums. And I thought that was it's a fun little thing about them. I need to actually design the rest of the crew because Astra is the other one. Ben, I know you guys know Astra.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, Aqua is one where I just that was the one where I just kind of sat down and knocked it out. Cindy and Mawa had both been waiting for a while, But Mao was a tough one for a long time. But once I got her down finally, Cindy, I was able to do in the same day and had no problem. And then Apollo and Vivek. I mean, they're not really redesigned. It's more so just modern drawings of the characters. But I
Mhm.
still threw them on there because I'm still happy with them.
Yeah, you should be.
Thank you. That's definitely a in recent memory. That's a highlight for me. Getting all these done.
Mhm. I think a high I've had, and it's not really in terms of art, but it's in terms of like, I guess more writing, was when I've had the concept of Felinar for like a long time, because she's based off a D&D character I played before. But it was always trying to figure out more like how I can, I guess, spread the word of her.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna work on the fantasy anthology, she's gonna be a main character. And when we were talking about, can we talk about the Fizz fighting game project or no?
I mean, yeah, it's just a
Okay,
hypothetical thing that we're doing for fun.
when
I
we
know
were
Logan would love
doing
to talk
that,
about it if he was here.
yeah, when we were doing that, and like I was talking about Felinar, and like hearing a bunch of people say like she is a must, um, I was like, oh fuck, it made me so happy, and it gave me big motivation to do more. And then I got messages from like Ermit and Yosh and was it you and Logan who were messaging me like about Ermit and Yosh are messaging me about Johnson, and I know you guys were also messaging about like Johnson for like design and Felinar too. I don't know, it was like it made me happy, I guess, being able to see that my work is being recognized.
No, I'm really happy that like we were able to make you feel
Yeah.
that way.
That was nice.
Yeah, because I know I don't do the art shit, so I don't get to visually show them often, but like I love them. My children. And I think that's definitely one of the biggest highs I've had. Well, anyone else?
Those are just ones I have in recent memory.
Mhm.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Alright.
Roman, I just
Okay.
drew you, dude. Look at it.
I saw that while I was setting shit up. Okay, so like the past day, my fucking computer bricked again. I had to
Yeah.
No.
reinstall shit, so I just got it fucking Discord installed, so I'm here now.
But
for
it's
real.
back up and running.
Yeah. Now I just have to install stuff. So
Nice.
it's whatever.
There's a
Yeah.
library at Alexandria with the fucking metal clips lost between our computers resetting
Yeah.
Roman.
Awful.
This is a more distant one, and it was really fun. Working in OCTs was really fun, albeit a little stressful at times. But I remember when we got our round 2 done, cause Logan, Caleb, and I all fucking ended up being a little trinity because Logan was busy and Caleb was like, "I got you," and so we were able to make a round 2 comic that I'm still very proud of. I still think it's as far as my OCT career goes, which it was short lived, but that was peak. I'm very, very happy with it. Um,
What's peak? I
and
vouch.
I remember when we got it done, it was really exciting seeing people just read it and react to it.
It is
Yeah.
always. That's why I like it too, doing OCTs, because I mean, even though I didn't finish my first round, it was like, well, people still read it, and I like to hear some feedback. And apparently, a lot of people really liked it, so I'm like, oh, awesome, awesome, awesome.
Awesome. Epic bacon, say.
Epic bacon, dude. And I don't plan. I have no intention to join another one anytime soon.
Yeah, same. I think we actually this could be honestly a topic of OCTs could be. Have we already done a work in progress about OCTs? I feel like we
No.
had to have a while
I don't
ago.
know.
I don't think we have.
I would love to do an episode about OCTs, but to briefly kind of say like comment on what you just said, Caleb. So yeah, I have no intent to join any OCTs because it's. I really do think that we kind of back like what was 2.5 years ago. That was like a little renaissance of OCTs.
Yeah, there was. I remember it started with at least for me, it started with Suko starting Two Souls.
Yeah, Two Souls definitely was the one that made like people be like, oh, OCTs.
Yeah.
The first one I saw was Splinter City.
Splinter City, I think, was a little after Two Souls, but it was also same time as Kilos, which is how we all met.
It's also I did audition Splinter City, but I didn't fully understand the fucking concept. Cause like, oh yeah, don't be carried away with your audition. It's like, okay, so it was like 6 pages long. Then I saw everybody else. It was like, God fucking damn, people did whole ass comics. I thought this was supposed to be just a little taste.
I
Oh,
know
see,
two. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say like it's funny because in that span of time where like I was participating, my comics, and I think everyone's understanding vastly changed. Where it was just kind of like, and I started the same way. I literally like first round of Two Souls, I made like just a 7-page fight. There's no substance, no story, no nothing. It was just a fight. And then my last one was a full blown story related to the entire tournament that was basically just the first chapter.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. My audition for Kilos was like 7 pages, and the round two that we made was 90. It was over 90 pages,
Yeah, no, it's insane.
and the pages were
How
bigger too.
Yeah, because like
s-
my audition for Kilos was only like 15 pages, so it definitely wasn't that long. But
I
my
can't
actual
remember.
round was like 30. So it was like
I could
double.
I could fucking probably just share my screen and just skim through them. So it's been a while since I looked through my
I was
comics.
like, I like my Parasomnia one, so my Kilos one like is good for my fucking barely like being functional at the time and
I
finishing
should
first. I still don't
I
know how I finish first.
I
I'm like,
still
you
like
guys
it.
can. I was like, you guys can eat. How am
Yeah,
I?
wait. I just realized I have Parasomnia comics that are unfinished.
I have an unfinished fucking Midwich. I
so do
still needed
I.
to fix it because it's fully sketched. I just needed to put text on it to make it legible.
What I was gonna say earlier is like kind of interesting that we're talking about like all these OCTs that we tried it. I think all of them are. I think Crown and Senyuni are the only two that still.
Are going on.
Yeah, because yeah, Two Souls. I know that's how. That was like I think how a lot of. I mean, we're
That's
obviously part of the
two.
Twitter crowd when it comes to art.
Yeah,
That's how I think it got. That's how I think that's how it really got how it exploded there. And then Star hosted Senyuni, which is how like a third of Overwork came to be. And then Mip hosted uh
I also
Kilos, which like Caleb said, it's how all of us met. No, that's how because not all of us, but it's how fucking
the
H Note
internet
is
guys, man.
basically. Yeah, it's how we met our internet friends. Um, and Crown Toy around the same time, and then
That's where
Splinter
me and
City.
Caleb came from. And
I
Yash.
remember I I've studied so many. I've studied in OCT. I had ideas for a Senyuni audition, which is very similar to my Kilos one. Just they go to Senyuni instead of Kilos. It's probably why I finished mine so fast. Um, I thought about Splinter City, but I didn't because I was more interested in Kilos. Um, and then for Crown, Parasomnia, Midwich, and all that, those are ones where I uh heavily considered it. Crown and Parasomnia, I had concepts, I had ideas for general story, but I never wrote them. And then Midwich, I full on started a comic and just did not finish it.
yeah. I think that was definitely when it was starting to fall off. Or
I was
most
gonna
people.
do Midwich, but then like it was right once my it was college started, and I realized how much work the workload is gonna be. I was like, I'm not gonna have time to balance an OCT.
Yeah,
Yeah, for me, it was always I would like to join another OCT, but the reason I never did is because I was like, well, I want to commit to Kilos because it's got Cody and Dante as my competitors, and they're my
My
1-2.
boys.
Exactly. If any story needs to be like completed with them, or sorry, if any of my OCT stories need to I need to see them to completion. It's the one of Cody and Dante, because again, most people are people know Stabin, but Flummox and whatever my Parasomnia guys was, those you guys don't know them really at all. Both Cody and Dante, those are old
He
ass
really
OCs
said,
of mine that people are like clamoring for.
dude
But
really
yeah,
said
we can
whatever
overcome that.
my Parasomnia guy was, bro. He doesn't even remember the character.
Because I was talking about with well, I have the concept. The idea was it was two entities possessing a decaying body,
Mm.
and basically the abilities would change as uh as the entities battled for control. Because it was the idea of the world was it was inspired by analog horror, where it's an entity would try and take over a body and act and mimic it, but two of them were fighting over one body because they both got to it at the same time. And the idea was that yeah, when one is in control, the abilities would change. And I was talking to Emmett about it because Emmett's really good at doing horror art, and he ended up being busy, so it didn't happen. But I remember we were talking about a fun idea could be down the line a third entity. It revealed that there's a third personality in there, and then so he gets a new set of abilities, like I don't know, like round 2 type stuff. But it never came to be.
Oh well.
Me one I never
Good
came to
concept
be.
though. I remember one thing I did like about OCTs is it really got me into the mix of like making like refreshing my poses, making my art a little more sharper and a little more spicy.
Yeah, I totally. I my posing. I mean, just so many aspects of my art got better with thanks to OCTs and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like compositions and stuff. Like there's it's because you're drawing like hundreds of little individual drawings to make a full little thing. So obviously you're gonna get better at drawing considering how much you actually draw.
Yeah. It was fun though. I'm remembering how I was motivated for these. That's for sure. But it was
The
also
use of
fucking
like
hard.
monochrome colors on these. I think I've talked about that before, but I really do like that like choice.
Thank you. It wasn't my idea, but thank you. I liked how these turned out at least.
I like them quite a bit as well.
But yeah, that's like this is I think there's another half to it, but I did only 8 pages. So it's like shit was short. It was all short. And then like same with fucking year round 2, pages got longer.
Hmm.
And then we added more and more. Also like for the fact for round 1 of Two Souls, I joined late, so I had like a week to fucking do all these.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then no, the deadlines were actually really short at first. But like I don't know. It just I had a lot of fun with it.
That's a $30 card.
Excuse me.
That's not that bad.
Looking at these makes me want to work on comics again. I do have ideas for two now
I didn't draw
that
these ones.
I'll look into, but making comics is fun. It's just it's a lot of work. It's a big commitment.
It is a big commitment, but it's also, I mean, honestly, sometimes just starting kind of helps. I mean, to be fair, honestly, after that animatic, I want to test out more animation. I want to see if I could kind of tinker with that a little more.
Yes.
I would love to see more of that.
I want
Caleb,
to
I will foam at the mouth if you do more.
I'll do more, but honestly, to practice, I think I'm gonna animate some clips.
Yeah,
I would,
no,
I
honestly.
would love to see that. That'd be so fucking goofy. Because I know
I
you
did.
started the Merry Christmas dude one. What the fuck is that sidebar?
What's sidebar?
The side chat on fucking that had the
Oh,
Deku and the spy.
I don't know. I just opened it.
What the fuck?
You
Dude, I just
scroll up,
opened
it
it.
stays bad.
It's been here for 2 months.
Scroll
Like,
up,
Dude,
the images
I had
stay.
never seen that shit.
They stay stupid.
in
I
my
have never
favorites.
seen that Deku fucking picture.
You've never seen this?
No.
Yeah, Horikoshi fucking drew this up. It was like, this is what I could have been if I didn't fuck it all up.
It's- yeah, I just had to make a stupid fucking shonen.
If I actually went to art school and like gave a shit, maybe this is what could have been.
Yeah, but
Sorry for
no.
disappointing you all.
My Hero Academia 2 is not coming out.
My hero poop Badamia or whatever the fuck.
This
Poopa
isn't even in
Stinkia.
order. Poopa Stinkia.
Poopa Stinkia. Help. There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh
Sorry, over
my
here.
god, big chunkish.
Oh
Okay,
my
guys.
god, big freaking
Dude,
zombie.
we get
This
Fortnite
fucking
mirror
recording is
specials.
already off the rails.
Dude, you missed the spicy parts.
Yeah, I didn't. I was here the entire time. I was
Dude.
trying to walk in, trying to fix shit.
We heard it all, chat.
Heard it all. It was
He
bad.
was smiling and shaking his head.
Can you believe Gabe finally has the game that will make
I could see it. Yes.
You.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, if Gabe beats Sparking Zero, he will visually be darker.
True.
That game looks beautiful. Not. Shit looks ugly as fuck.
I said that, like, the whole time I was playing yesterday, I'm like, dude, they whitewashed so many of the Dragon Ball characters in that game. Trunks lost all his melanin, so did GT Goku. He took all their fucking melanin. And Kaba is also oddly white.
Oddly white. That's my favorite subreddit. Say.
This guy uses Reddit. Get him, chat.
Really interesting.
Really interesting.
My wife left her fucking grandma's couch after she divorced me and took everything. Kind of interesting.
The only thing she didn't
I
take.
hate that fucking subreddit. I fucking rented to Ben.
What's up? Wait, what? Okay,
Mildly
hold
Mildly
on.
interesting or mildly
Oh,
infuriating because they're literally none of anything.
It's always something genuinely interesting, or it is a worthless pile of text in front of you on your screen.
I saw one the other day. I I found two snowflakes that are identical, but they both melted, and I couldn't take the picture quick enough. It's like, all right, don't even fucking post it.
That one's
You
kind
just,
of good though because there's
is it?
no
No,
fucking proof.
It's water.
You
It's
just gotta
water.
take his
it's
word.
really funny. Yeah, it's just two raindrops.
He's like, yeah, they were true saying, but they're fucking. No, what the hell?
Mildly infuriating will be stuff like a drunk driver destroyed the front of my house and killed someone. I mean,
Where it's like, I brushed my teeth today or something.
yeah, exactly. I had to brush my
I,
teeth and it hurt a little bit.
yeah, I brushed my teeth and I started spitting out blood because my gums were bleeding.
It's been so long since I brushed my teeth that when I brushed them today, my gums bled. Oh, it's such mildly infuriating. That would go on mildly infuriating and mildly interesting. It'd be cross posted.
I don't think it's ever happened before.
You don't think anyone's ever had their gums bleed?
No, I don't think everyone's ever fucking cross posted before. Can't be both. It's either one or the other.
It's true. You can't
Is
get
it
too greedy.
infuriating or is it interesting?
Well, it's neither, Caleb. It's neither. But
Mm.
it's going on both subreddits regardless.
Fucking the heterochromia is the case where people have two different color eyes. I don't have that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I don't have that shit.
Like, what a waste of everyone's time then.
Dude, I'm
It's
about
actually
to
funny.
turn
The subreddit r/ not interesting is really funny because it is just stuff like that.
Can someone pull it up and just scroll through?
I think it's a parody of fucking mildly interesting.
That's awesome.
Show something cool.
Let me see if I can find.
I want to fucking he smiles upon something. What the hell? Dead like the Spy. Team Fortress 2.
Dude, I'm so conflicted. I could either do homework, play
I
Spark,
heard you were
and Zero,
conflicted.
draw,
Ah.
or fucking watch Godo videos. There's too much to do.
I like
man.
this one on not interesting. I wrote the letter E, and it's just it's just a
It's
guy. He, it's an E on a piece of paper. Good for you, dude.
good job, man. I slept 8 hours and 31 minutes today.
I made my bed.
I've been getting fucking further on my dog. I was like, oh, the fucking arc I'm on right now, it's gonna have to be like extra long detail wise. It wouldn't be like actually told as long as I'm like this is just where all the world building is. I think. I'm like, oh fuck, 'cause this shit's already my longest arc in
Oh
text
shit!
wise.
Nothing.
And I was like, I'm not even halfway through.
I've not been able to sit down and write for 2630 story stuff in a minute because I've had another story reboot. I mean, you guys know it's not another one since the ones I've told you guys about, but I'm working on it slowly but surely.
Say I tried to write more at school today, but I was fucking not having it, and I ended up taking a nap at school. I was like, I'm fucking eepy. I took like a 40-minute nap.
I think I died in a game earlier and I took a nap.
I
Like,
was
dude,
just napping in the computer lab because there's in my major there's only like 3 other kids working in there, so I just fucking I just went me mead. I
dude,
have my corner seat.
I could take a heckin' nap right now, dude.
He said,
The,
"Don't
f-
say heck."
the fuck is your problem? The fuck is wrong with you?
I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
He hates you, dude. He hates you, Caleb.
I do.
No.
That's so fucking for real. I'm being fucking for real right now when I tell you that.
He's
I'm
like,
being
"Get out of my server! Get out!
get out of my head.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head!" Guys, what should I be for Halloween?
Next
My friends are
topic.
bitches and they don't
Tell us
want to be
the
smiling friends anymore.
Be Jigsaw.
You'll
Be
find
John
what's coming.
Kramer.
They
Get
obey
green,
God.
can't say.
Johnny.
Hey.
That's my son.
But they're also tweaking fucking. They want to have like the fucking group Halloween like party hangout at my friend's apartment. It's a like tiny single room apartment that's like the size of Gabe's bedroom. That's like whole apartment size instead of having it in
Why?
my house for some reason.
No, you should
How many
all get.
people?
You know the video where like there's I don't know what religion it is, but they hold hands and they spin and they spin and they spin. They do like the tap dance in a circle.
Is that a religion? Is it not just
That
No,
like
it's
people
like the
doing it?
video, the the fucking like 6-second video. It's like always captured into my upstairs neighbor's
Yeah.
always doing this.
Oh, it's like I can't. I think it's. I don't know if it's part of a Jewish religion. I think it's just a bunch of Jewish people having like a party, having a good time.
'Cause I don't understand how they want to do it. The place is really shitty. He only has one shitty TV and no furniture, and I'm sure his neighbors are gonna get pissed off at us being loud.
No, have a tournament. That's the best place to have one fighting game tournaments.
Yeah. Having a party in an apartment's a terrible idea.
Especially like it's not even like an actual apartment. Like his living room and bedroom are the same, and kitchen are all the same room.
So it's a studio. He lives in a
Yeah,
studio.
he lives in a shitty city apartment. Well, we were able to not open his door while it was still locked.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, dude, and they're like, yeah, your house is small. Like my house is not that small, just because I don't live in a fucking rich white person house. We still have 3 rooms and a front yard we can use. Yeah,
It
it's
sucks.
crazy.
I mean, fucking,
I
if you guys came here, at least there's like a living room and a mud room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Wait, there's a mud
Yeah,
room?
Because
we
think, think
got a
about it.
mud room.
They're
A
trying to
room full of
cram that.
mud?
It's like
Yeah.
if the whole friend group pulls up,
Nothing at the top but a room full of mud.
let's say if the whole friend group
Looking at
pulls
him,
up, that's
guys,
like gonna be
I'm
like
fucking
15, 18
scared.
people in a studio apartment room.
Yeah, that don't work.
That's what I'm saying, but they won't listen. I was like, oh, whatever. I'm like, that's
Listen,
crazy, man.
I don't swap personalities, but there's like I know there's things that you guys find funny that I don't know if other people find funny, so that's
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like, bro completely swaps up on how he behaves.
It's
yeah, no,
it's
I don't completely swap up because it's not like it's night and day. It's like, oh, you guys will get these jokes and these people won't.
yeah. No, it's like fucking like at work I'm a lot more quiet and I just keep to myself. because
Okay.
I don't.
Same.
It's like if people
So-
don't know me, it's like all right.
I got a similar problem, Caleb. But is it code switching if like they say something that normally I would be like, hey, I don't agree with that, but I just stay completely silent and I stare at them?
I kind of no, I get it. It's like listen, I ain't trying to cause a fuss. I'm here to get fucking paid. Okay.
Exactly. I'm not here to make friends.
Yeah.
I'm not here to start arguments. I'm here to get money.
Yeah,
I do not want to talk to you. Please do not return that.
that was a fucking that was
Yeah,
bad
Lord.
at like my old job where I was with a bunch of like ex drug addicts and I was like, oh, okay.
Mm,
Are those guys
interesting.
who
I
like
did not
killed like a
ask.
mouse like cruelly?
I mean, I added I added one of my coworkers like last week on Discord, and he read my bio and he's like
Bro, that's dangerous, bro.
he's like, I wasn't familiar with your game, and I'm
So
like,
what's your bio on Discord again?
fucking let me
I like to play
stupid.
and draw pictures and giggle while kicking my feet up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
you
was
exposed
gay or
yourself,
something.
bro.
No, I just told him that it was fucking funny, and he's like, yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, sure.
He's like,
Good,
yeah,
good,
so
good,
funny,
good,
man.
He has a
Yeah,
top P sense.
yeah, really funny.
I
Yeah,
befriend
yeah.
him. I befriend him.
Whatever, man. Anyways, he's my manager too, so he's like, all right, just do this thing
Why are
now.
you adding?
You're fired. You're fired.
You're fired. You're fired. You
I
can't.
told-
He's not my
I told-
man. He's the assistant manager, but
Your vibes are too
he's
goofy.
chill.
Vibes
I
are
told
too goofy.
Yeah.
My boss has been talking to me and he's saying that he's like playing through Outlast 1 right now. And I was telling him if he gets to Outlast Trials and like when it goes on sale, I'd be down to buy it and then me and him play it. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna purposely get him killed and it might cost me my job.
You're not on the clock. It don't matter. It's like he'll bring it up and you'll be like,
Dude,
what?
Outlast Trial is fun, but a regular Outlast is fucking terrifying. They jump scare you for no goddamn reason. Like I know every jump scare in this game, you can't die from them. They're just there to scare the fuck out of you for no reason.
Which
In
one?
Trial or the other Outlast
In
game?
the regular Outlast.
Oh yeah.
Trials
you,
isn't
Ben.
really that scary, but that's partially because you're playing with other people.
Yeah.
But even then,
I
like
need
the
to do it.
monsters are really easy to juke. I fucking trained them like zombies while my friends were doing the tasks. Because there's like on one of the maps, there's like a fucking like the type of stairs where they have like a round opening to see the first floor. I just kept walking in circles, and they kept fucking chasing me.
I really want to play that game again. That's fun.
Tim's got it. We just need a voice guy.
Mm. Ooh.
Wait.
I know Derby has it, but I don't know.
You'll have to sign in.
Correct my math, but I think that's 4.
That is 4.
According to my calculations, that's 4 people.
I played like 5 fucking minutes, and people said they couldn't hear me, so I was like, alright, why the fuck are we using voice chat then, you stupid bitch?
Or using this shitty ass fucking voice chat, man.
Why are we using fucking voice chat?
So you've concluded this in-game feature doesn't work. So let's use Discord.
Exactly.
No,
We're
it's
in a
not
Discord.
funny.
Oh, guys, okay, guys, deafen, guys. Oh my god, bro.
Kevin.
Aw.
Kevin, I go to California in 2 weeks. You coming with or no?
I'm bored.
I'm actually down for you. Down for
I was
Kevin.
like,
Me
Down.
cool.
We'll drive up and we'll just grab you.
Okay.
We'll kidnap you.
Thought you almost said we're gonna drug you in and bring you.
Okay, if we
That's
manage to
fucking-
if we found a way to get you here without you having to pay, would you skip
Would you
school?
quit your job and
Would you skip
school?
school? Would you skip school? You don't have to quit your job. You just like call in sick 2 days.
Well, no, I could get my job days off pretty easily in my job with how much I do there.
Yeah.
Well,
When the fuck's the days?
The
22nd.
22nd to the 29th or the 30th?
Well,
30th.
I cannot say that long. I can only miss. I could say for like a weekend.
You take one picture of yourself by the Pacific Ocean and be like, yeah, no, Doug, I cannot come in tomorrow.
I'm sick.
In the middle of
what
the
are they
ocean.
gonna do? What are they gonna do? Be like, hey man, why aren't you coming in tomorrow? It's like, I'm in a
Okay.
different hemisphere.
Not only do we buy Kevin a ticket here, but we rent a
I-
boat and we drive him out to the middle of the ocean so you can take the selfie.
They're
I
gonna
got
say
on a
we
plane
don't buy
crash.
him a return ticket. It's just a one-way ticket.
We buy Kevin a one-way ticket and he has to find a way back with
Yeah,
no, with
exactly.
no money.
I
That-
dropped my
that's all
friend
in
who
our
I've
budget.
never met and has never
Dude.
been to California in the middle of Sacramento.
Kevin,
Can he find a way home?
What?
you're finding a new job.
Oh my god.
Here, Kevin,
Fucking
they're hiring where
terrible.
I live.
So I could theoretically go the 25th to the 28th.
Dude, we should just drop Kevin off in Sonora and
Take
see
that
what he
theory and make it
does.
fact, Kevin.
Get a
We
fucking
dropped
cardboard
Kevin
box.
into
See
San
you in 2
Andreas.
weeks, bud.
See you too.
Yeah. So, how are you guys getting over Ben and Row? Is your folks driving you down?
Darby's gonna give us a ride down.
I was gonna
Oh
say,
yeah.
so when are
He's
you
gonna
guys
be
gonna
there
be
soon.
down here for?
I
That's a good
assume we're
question.
going down for the 22nd because
That's when we
Okay.
fly in.
yeah, the
What
23rd
time?
is when ELO is, and I assume we don't want to drive all the way down day of.
I gotta check what time that we land.
Oh fuck, we land
We,
after
like
the
Nintendo
show's
Wii?
over.
Wait. Oh, this is November, not October.
Okay, we did
Oh
that
my
shit,
God.
dude. Fuck yeah.
No, actually, that'd be so
Fuck
sick.
you,
That'd be
man.
fucking funny.
Fuck you, you fucking.
That'd be funny if I fucking completely fucked up everything. That's the way of putting it, I think.
I would laugh my ass
Like,
off if you
ruined
fucking.
everyone's
I
plans.
would laugh my ass off.
I would laugh
I
my
like
fucking
that.
ass
That's
off.
I would fucking hold my belly and laugh if you fucking just schedule it for next October. That'd be
Dude,
fucking funny.
next year.
He's gonna
Dude,
tickle his belly.
I'm
Wait,
belly
it
laughing, bro.
says 2025. Oh.
Oh, fuck. This
Ooh,
is 2028, bro.
shit.
Look out!
Oh wait, this is from the last time again. It says 2023. Oh.
Mm,
This is the right date,
fuck.
right time. I'm just going to the wrong state.
Shit.
Fuck.
Wait, you guys
Wait.
don't live in Oregon?
Yes, you guys.
Oh.
Yes, so you guys aren't in Paris right now. Wait, what?
Wait,
Dude, just a dumbass excuse. Caleb's just going on
Gabe-
vacation somewhere else. He's just
Gabe,
like...
Gabe, are you
Oh,
working that
that
day, the
sucks.
22nd?
Yeah, odds are.
What time?
Good for you.
I don't know why.
we land at noon.
Oh
Oh.
fuck. I might.
Oh shit!
I can ask.
Well, you gonna be
some,
there
like-
a minute, son.
Gabe, yeah. He said you gotta call an Uber for them or something.
Actually,
No,
it's
what?
on,
I have.
if it's on a Tuesday, I can pick you guys up. If no one else can pick you guys up,
yeah.
if it's on a Tuesday, I can pick you guys up.
No, yeah, it's Tuesday.
If
Justin for the win.
Also, if anything, I can
that's
also
this
see
month?
if I can work like a 4 a.m.
What the
shift
fuck?
that day, so that way I would just have to do. I'd get off at 11 and I can head straight over.
Yeah.
If you
I mean, we
want,
can
if
solve it. There's no
if
problem.
Justin could grab us, that'd be fine. I don't know why I didn't check before.
Where'd you guys live again?
California.
No, really? I mean, what part, dude? That's like a whole country, basically.
North.
Sacramento. Wait, I don't know.
North.
Forget what I say, bro.
NorCal.
Central Cal.
North.
I guess
It's all
technically it's more
NorCal.
central.
Well, I mean, Sacramento's a capital, so it's got to be pretty close central.
Smack
I
dab in
guess
the
so.
fucking center. We live in LA.
That shit's a shithole, bruh. Why is it the capital of California?
That shit dookie ass
I
shit.
was gonna say, dude, a round trip for 108. I'm like, oh, that's because the round trip takes a day and 4 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
By the
Holy
way,
shit.
we gotta.
Wait, you go here
fucking-
for a day, you come back? What is the? What?
There's a 28-hour flight or some shit. What the fuck is that?
There's
dude?
no way it takes that
Wait.
long.
We gotta layover in Chicago. So sorry if we don't show up.
Say hi to JT.
See you in Chicago.
He's in Illinois.
I'll message him and be like, dude, come to the airport for like 2
Come
hours.
to the Chicago airport, yeah, and hang out for 2 hours.
We have a layover. Come to the Chicago airport. What are
Dude,
we...
not even. It's 45 minutes.
Hurry!
What we
No,
finna
fuck
do?
that.
I don't know. Airport ramen.
Can I add him and let you know and be like, dude, do you want to hang out for 45 minutes?
Yeah, tell him
You
the
want to
day.
go to the airport for 45?
How would you feel about meeting up and hanging out at the Chicago airport for 45 minutes on fucking the 21st?
Will that set him off? Will that make him uncomfortable?
Probably
Yes.
not. JT's definitely on the same wavelength as most people in H2 know, as in he's kind of stupid like us.
No, you
Okay,
gotta be like, I got 45 minutes. Come outside, and you send a photo of like outside of his house.
You're literally like pointing in Chicago. JT, can we hang out? Can I bum at your place?
Can I bum at your place? I got 45 minutes.
How big's your
You make
couch?
Would I do that?
They were
I'm not-
nice.
They were
deserve a
nice, so
tip.
you robbed them. Hey Caleb, you might want to watch out for this guy when you're in California. You gotta make sure to be mean to him, or he's gonna do something.
Caleb is powerless, dude.
He has
yeah,
a take though.
respectfully, Roman's a foot taller than me, and like I think like twice my weight.
Just have your training arc. You have 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude, you have 2 weeks.
You just eat 300 grams of protein every day.
That's
Just
a
eat
lot
like
of protein.
pure hamburger meat, and you'll be good.
Wake up, 12 eggs, 4 steaks.
Dude, that sounds delicious.
I had a mean ass fucking burrito. It had scrambled eggs and like
Bro couldn't
Like
even have a
brisket
nice
engine?
burrito.
I did too. It was
I
89 cents,
screamed
and I
it was so good.
microwaved it for 2 minutes.
Dude, I don't think you should
Burrito
eat
sounds
burrito
mid as
before
fuck,
beer.
Roman, I'm not gonna
Sorry.
lie.
What did you just say to me?
I
My
think you
burrito
should
was
let your
honestly mid as fuck.
What?
Damn.
I don't know. Just chicken wasn't good.
Why
I
didn't
mean,
you
it was
smash
good,
it?
but like, just parts of it weren't good.
That's lame.
Should we swap back to fucking gamer pit or whatever?
Oh yeah, this recording has gone off the rails. I should probably end it.